What's the best thing to work with Eddie right now?
The best thing right now working with Eddie, and also I would say just working on my defense. And not just the defense, there's a lot of things that Eddie has to offer. Like working on my counter punches, working on the head movements, and working how to throw that perfect uppercut, or throw that perfect left hook, or the perfect right hand. There's a lot of things that me and Eddie have worked on in repetition to repetition and go back to the basics, and that has helped me a lot in sparring sessions, and it has helped me a lot in my last fight. So on my next fight coming up, I know I'm gonna be a better fighter now that I'm 130 pounds. I feel I got more energy, more speed, and most importantly, I feel healthier at 130 pounds. So a lot of that, I have to give thanks to Eddie and also for putting the time and the effort in the gym the same way I do, and we plan on showing it. There's nobody doing it with Andres Gutierrez.
Great. Berche is waiting for your fight, and then he used to be an amateur fighter, and then he cannot go to the Olympic because of you, right? So what do you think?
Like Berche is a great friend of mine. You know, we live in the same town, Hermosillo, Sonora. Great fighter, great person. He's a champion inside the ring and outside the ring. And that's one of the reasons why I want to fight him. And the most important reason why I want to fight him because he has a WBC belt. And if you're 130 pounds and you want to be the best, Alacran Berche is the guy who you would want to fight. And that's the main reason. You know, it's me and him have talked before about this. We said it's nothing personal. We just want to prove who's better, him or me. And hopefully one day it happens. But for that to happen, I got one guy in front of me who I can't take lightly, which is Andres Gutierrez. And whoever wins that fight will get the title shot to fight Alacran Berche, which every fighter out there in 130 pounds would want to fight Alacran Berche. So first things first, I gotta first beat Andres Gutierrez, and then I win my position to fight against Alacran Berche.
And also, Masayuki Ito is waiting for the chance to fight against you. Do you remember you saw with him? Yeah, and then
Ito's a great guy, great fighter as well. I've seen him fight obviously plenty of times when he fought Christopher Diaz, or he lost his title against Jermaine Carey. He's a great fighter. He's still a dangerous fighter, even though he has 2 losses. Unfortunately, in the boxing world, if you don't have an undefeated record, if you have 1 loss or 2 losses or 3 losses, people consider you as a bum or they want to retire you already, not knowing that fighter is still a dangerous fighter. Ito is still a dangerous fighter. The same way Jermaine Herring is a dangerous fighter, even though he has 2 losses. For me, losses don't mean nothing. So Ito, first things first, like I said, if winning this fight, I would want to fight the champion. And during the future, I would want to fight Ito as well. We sparred before. I know he's a tough fighter, and I got nothing but respect for him. And all these great fights, I would want to fight him.
Oscar, tell us about the move up to 130. How do you think that's going to benefit you, your body, and just being able to have that extra meal or whatnot the week before?
It's going to benefit me a lot. I feel. First thing, I feel this year has been very tragic for boxing. Unfortunately, we have a lot of boxers in comas, a lot of deaths, and all that. I think is due to dehydration, to the lost weight, and it's not healthy. I think on my last fights, on the week of a fight, there was times where I thought I was going to faint, just trying to make weight. So I know it wasn't healthy. Even though boxing is my life, I do want to go back to my family. I do want to go back to the people who matter the most, which is the family. And for that to happen, I feel the healthier thing was for me to go up to 130, and then I do feel a difference. I do feel healthier. I feel stronger. I do feel my legs under me. When I was fighting 126, after the 5th or 6th round, I wasn't feeling the same. I wasn't feeling. I felt I didn't have enough punch, I didn't have enough speed or energy to continue the 6th round as I started. So I do think that going up to 130 pounds was the best decision I've ever made.
Feel anything different this camp?
Oh yeah, I feel a lot of difference. I feel, like I said, I feel stronger, and most importantly, I feel healthier. I got energy. I got energy right now to talk to you, to the media. By this time right now, 2 weeks before the fight, I can hardly talk because I was already dehydrated. I had no energy to just be standing up here talking to the media and working out. Now I can go to the gym, work out, and still have energy to do several things. So I know I'm a healthier fighter right now. I'm a stronger fighter, and I'm gonna be healthier inside the ring. It's November 30th.
Feel a difference with your sparring?
I feel a lot of difference. Like I said, the most important thing, I feel stronger. I work. My speed is on point. My legs are under me. I got everything right now to be a better fighter.
And then you and Eddie are clicking, right? This is what fight?
Third fight.
You guys' third fight together.
Third camp. And definitely I feel a difference with Eddie and also, and I've said it before, I'm grateful for Eddie for putting it at the same time I put, because I take this very seriously. I go in the gym, I don't talk to nobody, I do my job. And Eddie Reynoso does the same thing. We gotta give extra hours, we give that extra hours. We've trained on his birthday, my birthday, on Christmas, New Year's, and that means a lot to me that he's with me instead of being with his family and enjoying. We know he has all the money in the world to be in vacations with his family, and he doesn't do that. He's with me working out, so that really means a lot to me.
Andres Gutierrez has had his share at a title, right? And now he's fighting you. You have the name and all. What do you see?
Andres Gutierrez is a dangerous fighter. He's been in there with tough fighters, with Abner Marquez, and I can name others. He's still a dangerous fighter. I take no fight lightly. I'm gonna go in there, do whatever I take, whatever it takes to win. He knows that if he beats me, he gets a title shot against Alacran Bichet, and that's something that I want. That's my dream. So for me to accomplish my dream, he's in front of me. I have to eliminate him first. I have to do whatever it takes to become victorious. So whoever wins this fight, gets a shot. So I know he wants it as much as I do, but I give it 100% in the gym every day to accomplish my dreams, and I'm planning to winning that fight.
Not looking past Gutierrez, you said he's a dangerous fighter. Obviously, you still got to get past him. You mentioned Alacran Berchel. You and Frampton are pretty much co-headlining. Is that also a possibility down the line?
That's a great possibility. I would love to fight Frampton. That's a fight we've been wanting to make it happen for a couple of years already. Fight Frampton. Frampton's a big name. I wanted that fight. For something or another, the fight has not happened. But I hear Santa Cruz, I hear Frampton after this fight. I don't want none of that. I want Alacran Bichet. And it's nothing personal, like I said. Alacran Bichet is a friend of mine. He's a great guy. He's a champion inside the ring and outside the ring. But he has that WBC belt. That's my dream belt, and that's something that I want to accomplish. And for me to do that, I got to first beat Andres Gutierrez and then try to go for Alacran Bichet. And if that happens, even looking more in the future, then I can look at fighting a guy like Frampton, like Los Santa Cruz. And there's a lot of names out there, but got to take it step by step, day by day, and that's something I'm planning to do.
Why the WBC belt? Curious.
WBC belt, any belt I would love to fight, but WBC belt, it's the belt I grew up watching. All the greats I've had it, like Julio Cesar Chavez, Eddie Morales, and just my idols I've had those belts. There's a picture I've always growing up looking at, and I've always pictured myself me one day holding the WBC belt. But if I get a shot of fighting for the IBF or the WBA, WBO, I'll gladly take it, because the belt's a belt. It's the world champion's being a world champion. That means a lot to me.
I've seen a clip floating around. Canelo's teaching you a few things. Was that the first time? And if it's not, how has that been beneficial to you training alongside a fighter like Canelo?
That's actually been the first or second time we've been sharing the gym together. He's a very
period. It's the first or second.
Yes, he's very professional. What he does, and me as well. We both got our times. And that day he decided to train with me. He decided to go train the same time as I do. And he was doing his own thing. Then out of nowhere, he just steps in the ring, starts giving me his advice. And I've gotten advice from great fighters, like legends, like Julio Cesar Chavez, Eddie Morales, Marquez, and now getting some advice from Canelo. Means a lot to me. Those are big names, big fight guys that have been in the big stages. And giving the advice, I absorb that and I analyze it, and I try my best to actually do what he is telling me to do. Work on that defense, work on my waist, work on the ropes, and then that could save a fight and save me from winning a fight.
What did you make of his fight against Sergey Kovalev?
I feel like Canelo doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. And it's not because I'm working with Eddie Reynoso. I'm separate from him, but you gotta recognize when there's a real fighter. Canelo's a real fighter, and he's a very disciplined fighter. He puts the time and the effort, and I think it's very disrespectful for people to say that Kovalev took a dive, or that he deserves an Oscar, or that he's a sellout. Kovalev knew if he beats Canelo, he will be the name of a boxing league. But Canelo knocked him. Simple. What he's doing, not any fighter is doing it. And a lot of people, they will see the negativity of the side. Oh yeah, but he didn't fight Bivol. How come he didn't fight this guy? He should have fought this guy. Kovalev is already old. I mean, you look at Donaire fighting Inoue, and everybody gives Inoue the credit that he deserves. Inoue is a great fighter. And then,
had to fight his ass off this time.
And so is Donaire. He's a great fighter. But Donaire's 37 years old, 38. But when they look at Kovalev, Kovalev's a year younger than. They say that Kovalev is an old, washed-out fighter. They don't give the same respect as he deserves. But unfortunately, that's what it is. All I'm saying is you got to recognize when it's a real fighter, when it's a hard-working, dedicated fighter, and that he's proven it inside the ring. It's not that I'm a Canelo fan. It's just that you got to recognize when somebody's a real fighter.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching the interviews, but Marquez is a little critical of Canelo. Where would you just put in perspective for me the Mexican legends that are maybe giving him his just due, as well as you guys face that kind of uphill battle that they were before you, so they're greater than you, was a different time, a better era or whatnot. Put that in perspective for me.
I personally think that a lot's got to do with jealousy. I would say one, but not jealousy because, like they say, Marquez did his legacy.
Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of my favorite fighters and my idol. And I feel like sometimes they want to stay in the stage of the highlight, and they see a guy like Canelo, maybe they don't like him or something, but
he's overshadowing.
I just don't understand how we don't support each other as Mexicans. And then it's not even supporting, it's just recognizing what he did. Like I said, I just feel sometimes they just miss that shine that they used to have, and they want to be the only one out there. But that's only what I think. I cannot say more. I don't know why they don't support a guy like Canelo Alvarez. Which is kind of sad, because I think he does deserve it. He deserves to be out there with the big names, with the big legends of the Mexican fighters. I think he's proven it. He's fight the best, and he should be up there. But if people like Marquez or Eddie Morales don't see it that way, that's just their opinion. I think it's kind of sad.
Yeah, cool. Appreciate the time, Oscar, like always. Thank you.